Hello angels, welcome back to the Cosmic Tailor. If you are new here, I am Taylor, here to tailor you to your highest timeline. Somebody tried to put death magic onto you last night. Or last night you had a revelation in some kind of way, shape, or form that there were people in your courts that were trying to harm you. Alright? So, I had a dream. Oh, King of Swords in the reverse with the Five of Pentacles. This is somebody that is extremely unstable, somebody that is like excessively on a mental level and an emotional and physical level so unstable. Instability in one form bleeds into instability in all forms, you know? But in this dream, it was literal death magic. I mean, like literal death magic. I had to go and figure out exactly what was happening. And the thing is, it's like, it was kind of like Happy Death Day, where every single time they got me, which they only got me once, mind you. They only got me once. 1, 2, 3 on the timer. It's also 1, 2, 3 p.m. I slept in a lot today because it was a very exhausting dream. But in that dream, they only got me once. And I had to run around and figure out what the hell was happening and what the hell was going on, right? Because the foolish thing that these people did was when they got me the first time, they revealed who they were to me. They revealed themselves to me. They were sisters. 2 girls. One who acted really kind to my face but had no integrity towards self or towards anybody that she claimed to care about, love, and or hold. And the other who was very, very, how do you say, driven, who was very confident, who would always take a step before wondering about the consequences that that step would take. 2, 3, 4 on the timer. These are people that are constantly trying to make progress. That's so interesting. Because there was also this like mother energy in this dream. 2, 4, 8 on the timer. That's exponential growth. You are like seeing things from higher and higher perspectives every single minute of every single day. These people cannot catch up with you. It's literally an impossibility. Like, it is impossible. There is no way they will ever be able to reach where you're at this point. And so it is. And so that is. That's just how it is. No matter how much energy they throw your way, no matter how many people they pay to throw energy your way, no matter how many things they do in order to try to get you to fall off of your throne, it's not going to happen. Okay? And this mother, she had a void in her. Ooh, she had a void in her. One that she always felt like she could fill with harming others. 3, 4, 5 on the timer, with tearing people down, with disrespecting people. And when she realized that those kinds of things did not have an effect on you, when she realized that you don't care what people think of you, you don't really have a single shit to give when it comes to how people think of you in your life, what people believe you and you should, like, what you should do or how you should act or what you should believe. You don't care, because none of that is any of your business. Quite frankly, none of that is any of your business. Your business is to continue focusing on your path, continue focusing on what makes you happy, makes you feel fulfilled, what makes you feel soft, what makes you feel excited, right? What makes you feel closer to your inner child, closer to the most authentic version of you, which is a kid. We're all called God's children for a reason, you know? And if you don't believe that, like, we're still, like, the universe's babies, you know? No matter how old we get. You know how mothers say that? They're always like, no matter how old you get, you're always going to be my baby. No matter how old you get, you are always my baby. That's how it is. We are all babies still, always, you know? And the difference between you and these people is that you're not afraid to be in tune with that, to be connected with that, and simultaneously be this discerning parent with a lot of wisdom and access to a lot of information, understanding, access to the realms that these people simply do not have, right? They wanted to cause severe instability in your life. Like, I'm talking severe instability. Foolish. It doesn't work like that. 555 on the timer. Yeah, look at this. 2 of Swords in the reverse with the Knave of Cups again. Their plan didn't work. It didn't work. Because in the dream, after I figured it out, okay? When I figured out who they were in the first time, I knew that I had to play my cards right when I came back, and I was like, I cannot reveal myself to these people that I know exactly what's about to happen. I just kept my distance. I just knew how to move in a way where it didn't seem exactly, suspicious, but I was moving in a way where it was clear that something was off, right? And that wasn't on purpose. I just didn't want to put myself in harm's way. So, excuse me, confirmation burp. Maybe that's exactly what happened with you too. Maybe you're moving in a way where you're just trying to not put yourself in harm's way. 654 on the timer. You're just not trying to put yourself in a position of being hurt, because you've already been hurt enough in life. And like, while hurt is inevitable, it's an inevitability, you are still able to discern and see exactly when something that you go through, when the pain that you go through for someone or something is worth it or not. You know, it doesn't matter about the pain in the moment. What matters is like what comes through in the back ends, what comes through afterwards. Do you get any kind of positive benefit from it after you feel and experience that pain? No. Then what's the point in hurting? No. No, thank you. See, in this dream, when I continued to move through this like way, I realized that both of these sisters carried scissors on them, and they were going to use those scissors to kill me, right? Specifically, because I remember that's exactly what happened. The one bold sister stabbed me right here with her scissors. Ow. Right in the solar plexus. And her other sister, she never committed any harm towards me until I actively put that same kind of violence up against her sister. The same kind of violence that she was trying to put on me, you know? And at some point, I realized that they were not acting from a space of integrity or acting from a space of like self-choice, you know? They were not acting from a space of, what is it called? They were not acting on accord of their own autonomy. They were acting on accord of their mothers. And I learned about their mother. I went and I found her grave, and I found like a scepter that their mother used. 918 on the timer. That's a significant number to me. And I found out that the way that this woman lived in order to continue to survive was off of the blood of innocent people, right? Innocent people. And she would use this scepter to collect that blood in order to further her own lifespan so that she could continue to terrorize the innocent, to terrorize people who just want to live their lives and be happy and fulfilled with themselves. I found the scepter. And then the bold sister, realized what I was doing, tried to kill me, 10-10 on the timer, and I killed her. I killed her. Honestly, I overpowered her, and I killed her, right? Before she could get my ass. And the other sister, she tried to, like, stop us from fighting, because at some point on the journey, she realized, oh my god, you're literally, like, I was just trying to defend myself. I was just trying to protect myself. And I literally took every possible action that I could have to avoid any kind of horrible ending from the beginning. But she realized that it was going to end horribly no matter what, because her sister and her mother were insistent that I needed to be the next victim. And she realized that there's no way that you had to have been a victim already, because you have already moved through all of this. Like, you've already been there. 11-11 on the timer. Like, you've already experienced this before. So not only have you already been here, not only have you already done this, not only have you already seen this, right? But you're not meant to stop here. You're not meant to die here. And no matter how many times we do successfully get you, no matter how many times we do successfully take that blood from you, no matter how many times we do successfully take that life from you, you're still going to come back, and we're going to do it all over again, where we don't know what's happening, because we are simply blinded by the rage of ancestors beyond who are no longer here. We're having to continue to live out the life that we have for ourselves for these people that don't even exist anymore, while you are continuing to live the life that is meant for you. And the universe, or whatever kind of God is out there, 12-12 on the timer, whatever kind of creator is out there, whatever kind of protectors are out there, will not let you die. They won't let you die here. 12-21 on the timer. So all of this will only end if we choose to stop. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the timer. It's all only going to end if we stop. If we stop going after you, because you're not going to stop. You're not going to stop living. You're not going to stop winning over and over and over again, because you cannot die like this. You will not die in humiliation and shame. You will not die in a way that is meant to strip you of your autonomy. You will not die in a way that is meant to strip you of your soul, right? Of course, like, all of this is in a dream, right? So remember, like, this is not like, yeah. But these people, they do not realize, like, I don't even know if they realize now what they're messing with. We got the 10 of Wands with the Magician in reverse. They don't realize that the things that they're trying to mess with, the energies they're trying to tap into, the energies they're trying to change, the ones they're trying to morph, the ones they're trying to alchemize, it's not the burdens that they're trying to alchemize. They're trying to somehow alchemize the burdens onto you. It's not working. It's not working, because the contract has been broken. This contract, whatever contract you had with this King of Swords, it's broken. You're not in communication anymore. You're living your life. Look at that. You keep coming out as all these beautiful major energies because you've tapped into these energies. 14-14 on the timer. You've learned to master and temper these energies. And, like, there are a few of them where it's like you're not, like, completely embodying them, but the thing is, it's still incredibly impressive for you to be coming out as 3 majors and the Queen of Coins. The thing is, though, with the Empress, that's all 4 of the queens. The Empress represents all 4 of the queens. The fact that you're just coming out more specifically as the Queen of Coins tells me that you've been really, like, shining, because I don't want to say sharpening. Sharpening is for swords, and I don't want to say, like, I don't know. I don't want to say like honing, because honing is more like cups or wands energy. So like it's like shining. Like you've been polishing your Queen of Coins energy, of understanding your worth, of understanding who you are on a fundamental level, and who you are allowed to be and express yourself as. And you realize that who you are right now is exactly who you're meant to be. Who you are right now is exactly who you who you are right now is exactly who you are. And that's the end of it. And just because who you are right now isn't perfect does not mean that you are unworthy. Does not mean that you do not deserve kindness, love, compassion, understanding. Look at this. The Hierophant in reverse with the Two of Swords upright. They're trying to trade this contract that is completely null and void for one more attempt to blindside you, to attack you, to try and tear you down, to try and cut you up, bro, for real. See, and it's so interesting because, like, the wisdom that I gained from that dream came from seeing everything from the sister's perspective. The one that wasn't really in it in the first place. The one that didn't really feel like going into this entire situation in the first place. The one that only really cared about protecting her sister, right? The one that was more timid in nature. I didn't see and understand the wisdom of what I was gaining, or what I was gaining from that experience as me. Because for me, I was like, okay, this is life or death. This is fight or flight. Like, there is no other option. I have to navigate this. I have to figure this out. I need to figure this out. Because, like, no matter how this ends up, I cannot die. I cannot die. Not again. I can't do that again. I can't do that again. I've already been there. I've already done that. I cannot do that again. That's actually so interesting. Hold on. Dude, pausing it on 1717 specifically is crazy. Oh my god. And then, like, these cards are all sliding off. 7 of Coins. You're cultivating something big. Something that is not coming with disappointment, but something that is coming with options, dude. Choices. 8 of Wands, too. Like, you have literally had to defend and protect this from coming, like, through for so long. You've had to defend and protect yourself, defend and protect the seeds that you planted for so fucking long. I won't lie, maybe it kind of threw you off of your path for a while, but the universe needs you to know that this is not like a judgment call on you in your life, okay? I'm interested. I'm interested. What's up with all this? What's up with this, Spirit? What's up with this? Okay, I really need to, like, chill out and slow down. Let's take a few steps back, shall we? Okay, anyways. It's super interesting that I say I couldn't die again, right? Because yesterday I was literally journaling because I was guided and told that I need to write stuff down. Interesting. Because, like, this is the entry that I've put in before, which the first line I read was, or at the very least, I'll shape them. Anyway, oh no, here it is. Yeah, here it is. Whoops, just kidding, it was 2 entries back. La 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 la. I feel like I'm dying. I'm 12 and I'm dying, except I'm 21, maybe not in my prime condition, but certainly okay. Definitely alive. But something inside of me has been writhing. It's withering away, slowly decaying while I push forward into my new life, trying to keep the diseases it's forming away from me. But running won't make me immune. Space won't make me stronger or smarter. I need to face it head on. I need to observe and see what comes of me. But I don't know if I'll survive. And I'm so tired of dying. I just want to live. I'm tired of survival. I don't want to keep living like this, but I don't know. Am I even meant for more, or is this it? I just want to live. Ooh, that dream. So, like, beat for beat. Like, beat for beat, exactly what I wrote down. And now, like, seeing it from that sister's perspective and understanding that the way that I live, I'm a warrior. For realsies. I'm craving a sandwich right now. You might be eating a sandwich right now. So much love and respect to you for that, honestly. With pickles, delicious. But there's like there's like, okay, that's interesting. I was gonna say there's like this pulsing energy that comes from within you because you're a warrior. You are a warrior. People come after you. You know this. You know this too. You're a warrior. 2112 on the timer. That might be a very significant angel number for you. Or 1221. But you know that you are like this very strong, independent being. You know that you are meant to do a lot of things. You're meant to put a lot of things in motion, and you're meant to create a lot of possibilities for yourself. By allowing yourself to exist. And the thing is, a lot of pushback. There's a lot of pushback that you get from trying to allow yourself to exist. You get a lot of pushback from people from you trying to just accept yourself and express yourself. And it's a hard and tough journey to go down, to try to love and accept yourself as who you are, and have every single person and their mother literally try to push you back on that. 2222 on the timer. It is ultimate. It is the ultimate union of self. Right, okay, Spirit's like, you can look at these now. You can look at these now. So, we have Judgment in the reverse. Oh, shit. Judgment in the reverse with the Sun in reverse, the Devil in reverse, the King of Cups in reverse, and the Moon upright. Oh. My guides just went like, don't put that all over your energy. No. That's not yours. That's not yours. Got it. Understood. Okay. All right. Oh, yeah. You're right. My bad. The most they can do is graze you with their problems. You have been through so much and 10 times more than what these people are trying to put onto you. Like, it's kind of funny. It's like it's like comparing what they experience as a stab wound to something that you consider a mosquito bite. Like, for real. Oh my god. That there's this one song called What You Wish For, and I think it's by Lexa Gates, I think, and it's so literally on point. Like, you should go listen to that song, for real. Listen to those, like, read the lyrics. Listen, I'm not saying that she's like the best singer in the world, but those lyrics, delicious. Trust. It's literally so fulfilling to listen to that music, honestly. So this isn't even your energy. And the thing is, like, it's so easy for you to wonder and get lost in thinking that the energy that has been surrounding you for so long is the energy that is yours, but it's not. Okay? Because the thing is, you look at this entire situation and you're like, why is this happening to me? 24 on the timer. Why am I going through this again? Why is this always the case? Why can't I find people that are right for me? Why can't I connect with the people that are right for me? Why is it so hard for me to find those people? Why is it so hard for me to connect with those people? And the thing is, it has absolutely nothing to do with you, love. It has absolutely nothing to do with you. this is the energy that people are constantly shrouding themselves in the attempt to hide you from the rest of the world, in an attempt to smother you from leaving and expressing yourself to the rest of the world, right? Excuse me, confirmation burp. Judgment in the reverse, the sun in reverse, the devil in reverse, the king of cups with the moon upright. Like, these people don't even realize that every single action that they have taken, it is not coming from righteous judgment call. It's not coming from, like, it's not coming from a place of joy. It sure as hell isn't coming from a place of desire. It's all coming from this place of lack of fulfillment. Lack of fulfillment and lack of understanding themselves on a emotional level. They do not see 2552 on the timer, that the way that they are acting towards you does not come from any kind of place other than fucking selfishness. Selfishness. They can't even say that the devil has been controlling them in their actions this entire time, because they had complete autonomy to choose what they did. They can't even say that they were they were being influenced by like the universe, because that's what they were guided to do. There was no guidance coming from the universe to act this way. None. And with the sun in reverse, dude, like, they can't even say that this entire process, it just makes them feel good or it just brings them joy. It doesn't. It doesn't. All of this is so self-detrimental. They're angry because they don't understand. They're angry because they don't understand, and they want to understand, but it's not for them to understand, you know? And you're not mad. I think that's the difference here. You're not mad. Your energy is coming out like, look at this, okay? Your energy is coming out as the Ace of Wands. A new beginning. A new beginning. The Four of Swords. Resting. Like, relaxing. An energy of, like, true peace. The Lovers in reverse with the Three of Coins and the Seven of Swords. You tried. 2727 on the timer. You really did try to collaborate with these people. You really tried to work with these people. You really tried to understand these people. Like in that first part, the first time I ran through the experience and I ended up dying in the end. They're literally trying to silence you. They're literally trying to silence you. Be very careful with vices right now. Try your best to, like, quit everything that you feel like you need to rely on. Yeah, look at that. Death. Allow it to be something that is of the past. Allow it to be something that you are no longer relying on. Find other things that are better for you to rely on, because these people are, like, depending on you to fall back into your vices in order to survive and in order to move forward, in order to live. But that's just, I mean, them themselves, because this is like 2828 on the timer, because this is so unjustifiable on every realm. Like, not even the devil is like, I didn't tell you to do any of that. I didn't tell you to do any of that. I don't even want that one. That one is not worth it. Going and getting that one, it's not worth it, because, you know, do you understand? I can hold on to that one for like maybe a specific amount of time, but after a while they always figure out a way to open the fucking cage, and not only that, they always take a bunch of bitches with them. It's not worth it. I never told you to go after them like that. I never told you to do that. Judgment is like, I never fucking told you to do that either. I told you to sit your ass down. I told you to find your own life. I told you to figure it out for yourself. And the Sun is like, I never even saw you smile during this entire endeavor even once. Not even once. Maybe if, like, this was what you were supposed to do and it did bring you joy, maybe we could justify it even a little bit, even though that's significantly worse. Because that would make you a monster beyond anything that I've ever fucking seen. But you're out here, you're mad and upset, even though it's like, you have been upset every step of the fucking way. Every step of the way. You've been missing the point this entire fucking time. These people have been missing the point. this entire fucking time. And you know, like, you genuinely have been trying. You've been trying. You've been trying and working your ass off to try to understand and to try to collaborate and work with these people on like a level that they themselves could understand. But all they wanted to do was maim you. All they wanted to do was deface you, because they couldn't appreciate what you were bringing them. They could not take or see any value in what you were offering them. And that's not your fault. The fault does not fall on you for that at all. I saw the 10 of Cups in this bitch. Oh! The Fool with the Tower in reverse. You're choosing to move on. To move through this entire situation. Because, like, even when I woke up, like, I didn't even feel any ill will towards these, like, towards that energy. I don't feel any ill will towards that energy. It was all just like, what the fuck? Why do I keep, like, why? 3113 on the timer. Why do I keep having dreams like this? Why does energy always come at me like this? But now it's like, after this entire reading, I'm like, fuck. Because people always want to try it, and it doesn't even matter. It doesn't even fucking matter. It doesn't even matter. I'm alive. I've gotten stronger. I have more wisdom. I have more understanding. Awesome. I gained more through this hurt experience than if I went through a different cycle of trying to work this out with this person. Nice. Perfect. 11 out of 10. That's exactly what we want in life. Because hurt is inevitable, remember? So you might as well benefit the most from being hurt. Tower in reverse. You're just like, usually the Tower in reverse is like an energy of like somebody fighting to like keep a tower from falling, but this energy feels like you, like, notice how all these people are jumping out of the tower. It feels like 3223 on the timer. You're just allowing yourself to continue to walk through it. Allowing yourself to continue to walk through it because that's where you're being guided to go. That's where you're being guided to go. You're not being guided to like run away from the crumbling. You're being guided to see and understand, observe, and accept whatever happens to happen, right? And the thing is, you can't die in here either. You can't. You might get crushed, but you're gonna get, like, the day's gonna start over, and you're gonna have to go through it again, and you're gonna have to try to accept that death. It might be an inevitability of being in here, but with each death that comes with it, you know what to avoid, what to discern, what to understand, what to accept, what to support, and what to destroy in order to move forward. I'm seeing that one episode of Midnight Gospel that talks about this topic exactly. 3333 on the timer. I think it's like, it's a prison episode. It's like a prison episode where the main character, I forget his name, he goes and finds, like, he gets caught in this thing and he's a rainbow, and he ends up talking to a bird who is kind of like this guide of the person that is in jail, right? But it is a beautiful episode. You would literally, dude, I'm gonna find that episode and I'm gonna like put it on the fucking screen so you can go and watch it. Go watch all of Midnight Gospel. Straight up. Go watch it all. Go watch it all. 7 of Wands in the reverse. Yeah. You're not even trying to fight it anymore. You're just moving with the flow. You're moving with the flow of destruction, and that is a part of creation. You are being an active component in the act of creation by allowing the things that once served you to crumble. 3434 on the timer. To allow the things that you once loved, to allow the things that you once connected with to crumble. 3443 on the timer. Anyway, any last messages, Spirit? Anything else? Mm-hmm. See, the Star in reverse with the Five of Wands. These people will always have you messed up and misunderstood. They're always going to look at you like you're stubborn, like you're the one that isn't willing to change the way that you act, the way that you feel, the way that you move. And in a way, they're not wrong. But the thing is, they don't understand how many times you had to die to know that the actions that you are taking are exactly the actions that need to be taken. They haven't died enough in this life to understand that. 35 on the timer. And they will go 10 toes down saying that you're a complainer, that you fight people, that you argue with people, that you don't allow people to live their life freely. But that's not true. You are the star. You're a guiding light. You see things and understand things that people simply do not see and understand. That's just how it is. So no matter how much they want to look at you like you're this, the universe knows that this is who you are. This is who you are. You don't pick fights with people. You don't. You only try to help people avoid hurt that does not benefit them in the end. That's all you do. But if people don't want to listen to you and trust you on that, then that's their own business. That's their own business. That's their own business. That's their own fault, for real. Temperance, yep. Like I said, you are a temperer. You find balance. 36 on the timer. Thank you so much for being here, angels, and for letting me read this for you. If you like this video, you should probably like, comment, like, and subscribe. I would really like to see you again. I really like your energy. And I hope this was helpful for you. I hope this was helpful for you so that you could have a greater understanding of what's going on, so that you can have a greater understanding of yourself, and so that you can have a greater understanding of why the things happen in life. Because it sucks, but the way that you take action can influence, even if it can influence even one person to free themselves of the bonds and burdens of living through pain for the sake of surviving, then you've won. You've won. And you've done that for multiple people, angels. You don't understand how many people you've influenced to go down the right path in life. The right aligned path in life. 37 on the timer. Anyway, I love you so much. I hope we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.